Hi, today is Sunday, the 16th of March 2025. Just going to ring Greg up, Greg Cook, to see what's happening. What did Waitangi on the 20th of March? Where is he? That one's not working. Try the other one. This one.
Hey, John.
G'day, g'day, how are you?
Hey, I'm just out of Dargaville.
Oh, yeah, what's up there?
I'm just looking at a vehicle, Uncle.
Oh, okay, you're getting a Jeep or something.
Yeah, I just got to get an alternator for it.
Oh, alternator.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you get one off a...
Just pulled into the driveway now, this thing here.
Oh, okay. Oh, right, you got some spares from it, eh?
Yeah, have a look in here.
Well,
Have a look.
that looks good, that one.
Yeah, it's a V8.
Yeah,
Don't know if I can afford to run it. But
right.
anyway.
Yeah, yeah. What are you going to get the whole thing?
Yeah, it's my cousin's.
Oh, I see. It looks good. It looks like
Yeah.
it'll pull anything.
Yeah, well, I need a bit of a wagon.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're looking at bringing produce over from Dargaville and setting up sort of stores, roadside stores sort of thing.
Okay. You want one of those big tandem with a back on a cover, like you can
Yeah.
chuck things and it's dry.
Park up on the side of the road,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
dollar a dozen sort of thing.
yeah, like covered in thing trailer.
Yeah.
A big one, if you can find one of those around. They're
Oh,
always
plenty of shit around.
okay, all right. Yeah, okay. Well, you're driving around today. It's nice weather
Yeah.
up there. It's beautiful here.
Oh man, it's been amazing.
Yeah, warm enough for
Been
you.
absolutely stunning.
Yeah, no, you look good with your haircut, mate.
I've always had no hair.
Yeah, I know. It looks better. Looks more professional.
Yeah, I got rid of this bit.
Yeah, no, that looks clean up now. Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Change
Yeah.
of image, change of stylies.
Yeah,
On
yeah.
to a better future.
Yeah, good one, good one. Hey, tell me something. Everything's going to be all right for when we come up for
20th.
the flag, yeah,
Yep.
for the
Yeah. So
20th.
we're setting up a hui maybe around the 18th with Waikare.
Oh, okay, 18th. So
Yeah.
so I'm coming up on the 19th. I just
All
gotta
good.
I just gotta wait for Carla to see if she can let us stay at the Marae, if she's there, because she thinks she's still down in Mangatu blocks in Gisborne. So I think
Uh,
she said she was going to be there on the 20th down there. So we
yeah,
may.
yeah. No, we've spoken. We've
Uh,
spoken.
okay.
So yeah, there's an ETA around the 20th. I've got another couple of rangatira pretty keen to come along.
Okay.
We're just trying to work in with the Waikare Marae.
Okay.
And there was a meeting there with Stephen Fleet when they done it some years ago.
Okay.
So we're just trying to bounce off that kaupapa too a little bit.
Yeah, no, I can understand that one. I can understand. I know him from way back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to put him through the mill too this week. He's
Yeah.
left with his tail between his legs, but
Yeah.
still involved.
Yeah, no, he's the old school. It's different now. Things have changed now, and
Absolutely.
so oh, okay. So the the flag for Kororareka, but I'm trying to see if it can go up and not wait for the Gazette notice, and if it can go up on the Waitangi Marae on the same day as Kororareka, it'd be good because I can get.
Very good, but let's just moderate our expectations.
Yeah, that's right.
I think one of the plans I have for it is trying to get consensus from my hapu so
Yeah,
they can vote me onto the Nene seat for the upper
yeah,
house.
yeah. So yeah, that's a Ngāpuhi thing. That's not my corner. I just,
So
I
if I
just,
can get on there, if I can get onto that seat,
yeah.
therefore I have a say over the Flagstaffs.
Oh, okay. Well, so that's up to you fellows to sort it
Yeah.
out. That's not a Ngāti Pro issue. That's a you fellows issue. So, but I'm a outstander watching, and I just follow suit. And have you spoken to what's his name, Wirimu?
Indirectly, yes.
Oh,
Indirectly via Carla. All
oh,
good there.
okay. Yeah, because I haven't. I've been trying to get a hold of Carla, and she's not answering her phone, and so I don't know any more than that, or what is happening there. But
All
if
I said to her really was go and get that little bit of business out of her here.
yeah,
If she wants to get that, that'll be her last case ever.
yeah,
Finished with all of that.
yeah,
And then she's got clear way, and she will be around that 18th, 19th, 20th.
yeah,
She'll
yeah.
be
Good, good. That's what I want to hear because it's more important up there historically, more important up there than Gisborne. That's my
Yeah,
thinking
it's
anyway.
more of a, I think it's more of a family thing that Gisborne.
Oh, okay.
Corridor.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not a national thing by
yeah.
any means.
No, I know all
Yeah.
that lot as well, so that's why I said to her, no, this is more important up there, and I want to make sure I'm part of it, and
Yeah.
make sure it comes out for everybody, comes out all together, because today is today, and it's got to fit the whole thing together, so that it can. All I want is if everything goes well, I can get an overdraft straight away because it's all set up back in 2012, and I'll just go straight away. I want to pick up with Jack Liam, because he's the Dutch man, and he might be quite useful when it comes to Zealand and him and what he's trying to do. But he's got a story to tell. They all got a story to tell. So I'm listening to all the little stories to make sure all the stories are going to go one direction, and to make sure one is not going to leave the other behind. Especially like now, because Trump and Musk is moving too fast, and they're not worrying about anybody. They're going to seize everything. They're going to seize Greenland. They're going wild with the Admiralty law, and that's the problem because our flag has more authority and jurisdiction than them. They don't realise that. It does.
Yeah.
It does,
Yeah.
because they're just milking it while it's going good, and that's the confusion in America now. Is who's the boss? You see, who's the boss? And they're saying, oh, him, and all. I say, so I'm watching what they're doing because it does make a difference, but all they're trying to do is take over Westminster and put it over there. And I said, no, don't you touch. Don't you touch our Westminster. It belongs as if I'm picking up Westminster and dropping it in Waitangi Treaty Grounds. And that's what it looks like to me. But with Charlie's still, they're still swearing an oath in Canada and Australia, but he's wearing wrong clothes. You see, so the mind is gone the other way, and the visual thing is still like the 1902 flag is still flying when it shouldn't be, and Australia's still flying their 1901 with the flag, the Union Jack flag, and on their documents it says different. In the courthouse it says different. And so what's going on? They're swearing an oath to what? And if they're going to swear to Charlie, King of who? Charlie's the king of who?
I know it's humorous, but it's serious though. At the same time.
No. Which one do you like? The one with the bandana on his head, or the one with the crown? Cindy Kiro's crown on her head. Which one you want? That one or the other one? Which one do you believe in? and and
Well, yes.
yeah, I'm trying to make the book fit the narrative. It don't fit.
Yeah. No. No. We
Yeah.
stay our course.
Yeah,
We
no,
stay our course.
we carry on going the way we are,
Yeah.
the way we've always been, and
Yeah.
then try and make something out of it. That's the
That's
best
right.
I can say, is just keep
Yeah.
going and see who pops up and who puts
Well,
their
we
hand
got
forward.
recognised on the 11th.
Yeah,
I got
okay.
recognised on the 11th, so all good.
Yeah, as long as,
So I've got a meeting coming up with the new Rear Admiral in maybe a couple of weeks.
okay, so they should be getting, well, you'll be closer to what's on the water and what's on the land, and because
Yeah.
that's all that's going to, you can forget about everything else, because
Yeah.
that's the way the world goes. It's going from the water to the land, back to the water, and trying to get on the land.
I just broke my oar. I had to get new oars.
Oh, you can get one of those little outboard electric and poke it in the middle of the boat, and it's going to push your boat along. Yeah, I see that
My
one.
tinny will do. My tinny will do it.
Yeah, yeah. I got my little outboard, but my little boat is no good.
The
No,
inflatables, the hoha.
yeah. I'll just wait for one day when I can use it or not. But anyway, but that's me anyway. I just want to keep plodding along to the 19th. Then I'm coming up with Putty and Rabatan. We'll just park
Oh, you've
ourselves.
got a bed. We've got a bed at our new place. Don't worry
Oh,
about
okay,
bedding.
yeah, that's all right.
Yeah.
That's what I want. Somewhere to park ourselves for the night.
Yeah. So
And
we're just in Kawakawa, Uncle.
oh, that's all right. That's on the way up. So
Yeah.
that's all
So we
right.
can go the back road around. Well,
Yeah.
I've got cheap ferry tickets now, so it's
Oh,
only
okay.
$8 for it to go across.
Yeah. No, that suits us. I'll tell our mates and so we'll be prepared to come because that was
Yeah.
the
So
thing. We
we've got
just
plenty
needed.
of beds.
Yeah, we
We've
just
got
needed.
plenty of beds.
Eh?
We've got plenty of beds, plenty of
Oh
room.
well, I can leave the bees behind and come light.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll come light.
Triple light.
Yeah.
Triple light.
Yeah, this time because the last time I was loaded up. I don't want to take a big load because we're only going to be there for a day or two, and then just
Yeah.
just take whatever a seat or something. Yeah,
Some kai.
yeah,
Some
we'll go to the
That's about
supermarket.
it. Yeah.
We're going down to the supermarket. Better to buy it there than to take things up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All good.
Yeah, all good, mate.
Okay. Okay,
Yep.
Papa.
We'll
See
let you
soon.
go and get the truck. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure.
That's the one. Looks good to me. Let's look for a
All right.
trailer.
I'll introduce you to my Tongan cousin.
Okay, oh well, that's good. Anybody else?
This is Nicky.
Oh, yeah, hi Nikki. Hi, how are you?
The John Wano.
Yeah, that's a
Kia ora,
mechanic.
Tom.
Kia ora, he's a mechanic. I'm a mechanic.
Kia
Like fixing things
Oh,
up.
me.
Yeah,
More the merrier.
that's what I like to see, a nice engine in a truck to pull a big load. Plenty of kumaras.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, you,
Nice meeting you, Tom.
yeah, nice see you again. Yeah, that's nice.
Okay.
We'll be up there, okay? We'll catch you.
Okay, Papa.
Have a nice day, mate.
Yep.
Okay,
See
bye-bye.
ya.
Yep, that's it. The squiggly, he's alright. That's the end of that. He's alright. He got a story to tell. And so has everybody else. I think we're doing Widomu and them a little bit quiet on things going on up there. But we'll leave it to them and see how it goes. Okay, so that's all for now in this video. I'll just carry on with the book, the writ warrant or the breach warrant for the Sheriff's Authority to go, 8 pages, and that took a bit of doing, so we've got to go through that up at Waitangi when we go up on the 20th. And like I said to Greg, it would be nice if the flag goes up on Waitangi Treaty grounds because it's already been gazetted to go up, and I want it to go up so that I can get the overdraft for whatever I want, and that's all set up in 2008, 2012, 2017, and in Westminster grounds there, and the people there with the flags flying. And so now we're at the point that we have to do things ourselves first, get ourselves going, and I've got a whole heap of things to do before going up north. The book, I'll finish the book, 388 pages. I think there's 390 pages now of the book here, and this one. So there's another 2 pages to go, and it will be completed. This is going to be the saviour of the world from Westminster as the King William IV flag of Admiralty, mortgaged liens, banks, and also banknotes and pound notes, and also the laws of the land and the treatment of people that are sovereign. 8 billion sovereign people in the world need a good, solid, sovereign king. And I'm gone as the surrogate king, William IV, surrogate king William III, surrogate king William George IV, and surrogate king Ernest Augustus I, and surrogate king William III of Orange, that created the Act of the Bank of England 1694 and the 2 bar pound note 1694 and the 1689 Bill of Rights Act, and also the 1689 Constitution Acts, and King William IV the 1835 Constitution Act of New Zealand, and the only flag in the world, a King's Emperor's flag of 5 kings, and its jurisdiction of Admiralty mortgage liens and bank loans, the only flag on dry land. All other flags in the world, flag countries, are in the sea of Admiralty, coming ashore on maritime law, where the Admiral of the sea and brought onto land, stuck on the land firmly, with one king flag of all corporations in the world on dry land. Otherwise you have to go in a courthouse, and we don't have to go in a courthouse. We can have it anywhere with a king's dry land flag. Okay, so that's what I'm doing as surrogate king, to know everything about a king's will and a king's jurisdiction and legal authority to command the world of money, mortgages, liens, bank loans, and also land transfers from every one of 257 native countries in the world, the native title of each country and its sovereignty, that means its birth certificate, government bond, security of investment, amount of $1 million US worth value each of 8 billion sovereign people on the land. In New Zealand we have 5 million sovereign people with one king or queen as the boss of all sovereigns, and that just so happens to be Charlie, the paedophile, king of Muslim and Allah now, but Canada is swearing their oath to King Charles III and his successor William V and Kate the Queen, but he is Muslim full on now, so he can't ever be the King of England, where all the laws are on England's soil, sovereign land, and the sovereign owner of all corporations is firmly on England's soil land. He can't be there. He is in Scotland as King of Scotland, and no jurisdiction of Admiralty mortgage laws in the world. So there, he is out of the picture, and we're only sticking to King William I, William the Conqueror, 1066 AD, and his debt management, and also his king's authority to trade from him to King William III, that started the money going and the mortgages going to make commodities into crown ownership, and turned the native lands and their people living on it and their natural resources into commodities, and put on a stock market for sale of their birthright, birth certificate, sovereign people. Okay, and so that's King William from King William III, Dutchman that found New Zealand. Zealand is Dutch country, and to King George IV, and his father was King George III of America, but King George IV carried on from King William III on that bloodline, and to King William IV after that, and the third brother, King Ernest Augustus I. He was the Grand Master of the Freemasons, and his authority was the highest in Mason law, Property Trust Act, which I'm using, of King Ernest Augustus I, supposed to be at 1837. He's supposed to be the King of Britain, UK, Hanover, and the government in Westminster legislated him out and legislated Queen Victoria in. Was fraud from there. From then on, the line that went down their side of monarchy had no admiralty direct back to William III. Nothing at all. So they had no right to that wealth and to that bank, the £2 note, which they made a £1 note with the Rothschild banks and Queen Victoria, and frauded their way all the way through the American dollar that became fraud after being a fiat money, US dollar. £1 note came from there, and then now it's a crypto in America. That's fraud as well. So they're still using the US dollar as a commodity in their crypto world. So that made the whole money system of the US tainted, and the money system of the US and money system of the British £1 note, unpatented, tainted. So that's all money tainted, and so we're putting in the £2 note to correct and to put the system of money in the corporation back where it started from, with King William III of Orange, and that's where Jack Liam comes in with me as a direct descendant, bloodline DNA of King William III, Dutchman. So Dutchman is Jack Liam. He's a radio announcer on Free FM radio in Hamilton, and so I'm setting up with him to succeed his ancestor, King William III of Orange, and Zealand, the founding of New Zealand, to Zealand in the Europe. So that's that, and so he will have the right to put the flag up for his ancestor, the 1835 Declaration flag of war. That's what it is, and it's our Constitution flag. It's a Constitution flag with the words Native, Chief, and Confederation. Okay, Federal Confederation. Those three words make it a Constitution of King William IV, 1834, when he uttered the words "pick a flag," and then that became the 20th of March 1834, and 1834 to 2005, 20th of March 2005 is the celebration day of the uttering of King William IV, as this country was now a sovereign nation state of Britain and colonised through King William III, Dutchman. Okay, so there we have the celebrations coming up, and that will give us the right to raise the flag on the treaty grounds, which I said to Gregory. We're going to do that because it's been gazetted by Westminster to put back up as the flag of New Zealand, and not the Japanese Maori flag that Cindy Kuro has with a crown on it. That's a crown of nowhere to go. It's not a crown of Britain. Britain didn't give the blue flag with a 8-point star of St. Patrick on it. She's not even Irish. Anybody wearing the Irish 8-point star on their flag or on their clothes or on their stuff they're selling is in trouble with me as the surrogate king, William III, and that 8-point star of St. Patrick's on our flag that goes around 4 corners of the earth planet, globe, that is sphere, and northeast, southwest, to pick up the rent on the land. That's what the 8-point star is. A Municipal Corporations Act 1835 to pick up the rent on the land for the lease of every corporate country that's been conquered by the British Crown and the Church of England and the King or Queen of England, soil land where the business is on the Westminster grounds there of St. James Catholic. That's where all the memorials are for the kings and queens there, and in Whitehall. And so there, that's as though the Westminster is over here at Waitangi on the 600 acres. We're going to, that's what my plan says, build a Westminster there. Okay, as the new Westminster, fresh, clean. Clean hands, no blood on the hands, here, where it's supposed to be in the first place. That's where it's supposed to be set up, but these Maoris here corrupted it, not so much Maoris, but the Pākehās, with the Maoris from New South Wales, corrupted them so we can boot them out and put in robots to fix it all up, and the robot will know more than Chris Luxon and all his previous Prime Ministers and Governor Generals are all getting the bill on the head from the greenback pound note, 970 million trillion pound notes. That's 2 bar pound notes, and its valuation is very high, a big price to pay for all the wrongdoings of everybody in the world and the Democratic Party in America, and the Republic's trying to fix it up now, but they're just as equally bad as the other. They're all following the same footstep of trying to overbeat Britain, UK, and us, the partner. They were the first partner and we were the second partner. Now we're the first partner. When our flag goes up in Westminster and treaty grounds up here in Waitangi, Bay of Islands, New Zealand, then we become the first partners here, and the British leftovers from what the Muslims have taken over. They sold their souls, the British, and sold their sovereignties, sold all the sovereignty all over the world, 8 billion people sovereign in the world to the Muslims. So we're going to bankrupt them with the Bank of England first to bankrupt, and that's how it works. If you play around with this Admiralty law and you get in the way of this flag, you'll get busted. Okay? With the law, not with a gun. You don't need a gun for this. You just need the law up against the law. Who got you on the land in the first place gets you off the land in the second place. So we are the first partners. The British, that's what's left of them there, little bits of it, and chuck all those ones out of Parliament there, put in robots to take over 1,200 of them and do a better job with robots. We're going to have robots here to take over 120 useless politicians and replace them and the police force and the military with robots. Okay, and that's on our budget to get them to protect us and the people living here. Get this one right, all the others will fall in place. 257 countries, and I'm getting Graham Elliott back. He's the private investigator up in the Browns Bay. He said to me, John, get a court order and I'll do your case for you. So he's going to pick it up again and put his name down on the documents to sign for him to take over the contract, because he's a security company now, and he was a private detective in Scotland Yard in England, and so he knows how to work right around the world, one shot, and take this court order, 8-page court order from us, and dish it out to all the countries in the world, the same model plan, and the same court, and the same court order, and the same tidal turbine project of hydrogen economy to go right through the world. And the Chinese look like they're the first up to build the tidal turbine bridge. I'm going to get into that, get the overdraft going. As soon as we get the flag up at Waitangi, boom, I'll get the overdraft for $1 trillion against 120 trillion, 1 trillion each on each one's head in Parliament. Your birth certificate in this native court all around the world is worth 1 trillion Moai pound notes, or in other words, the Patterson pound note. He was a Scotsman that was the head leader of the slave trade and he put together all the laws for slave trade and all the laws for converting the native land into Crown land ownership in Britain, in London, especially in Westminster City. There's no more City of London anymore. That corporation's gone. The Vatican City Corporation is gone. See, it just fizzled into fairy dust. And one at Washington DC is the third one that's going to be gone by the time we get this thing going. Okay, when we find who's who in the zoo, then chuck out all the useless ones. Use Trump and Musk to go and look for the terminally ill Democrats and bury them alive, and with this court order on their heads. Okay, they all owe 8 billion trillion. Okay, 8 billion sovereign people in the world times a trillion each. That's what this greenback pound note covers. Okay, so there, that's how it works. You play around with mortgage, you get a mortgage on your head because they're all milking it, especially America and Israel, milking it till it's useless and gone. They've got all the money out of it. They're trying to shut it down now so nobody else gets the use of it. No, we are still there as partners, and the government in Wellington and Maoris and the Pākehās are third party in this two-party contract, a brand new old contract. We're making a new contract on the 20th of March 2025 up at Waitangi, and start again and call up the accounts. We're calling up the accounts and settling it for 970 million trillion pound note for 8 billion sovereign peoples on this planet Earth. Moai's planet Earth belongs to him, and Makemake, dwarf planet right out there. That's Makemake. That's the Easter Island Moai statue standing in London. There we go. It's standing right there. That's my DNA, just my family, to Santi Hitarangi on Rapa Nui, Easter Island, and that's a memorial that the Freemasons put together there, and so that's how it works when you've got land title transfers. They've pinched all, the British Crown I'm saying, and the government of Westminster, pinched all your memorials in the world, and the Pope did it too, and the French did it too, the Americans did it. All those big countries stole all the native people's memorials to take their mana or power away from their tribes and put it into a building and lock it up and make money out of it. Okay, so there, we're going to get them back, but the Moai, I'm going to take at least 5 people from Raiate Island on Easter Island too, take 3 from there and go straight over to Westminster and make ourselves be known that we now have the crown, the Moai crown, standing in London in the museum there, the big one, that they had all the trouble in the world to take it there in 1868, not 48, that was when Queen Victoria made her trust in 1844. And the Queen Victoria Trust becomes now the Moai Crown Queen Victoria Trust. That's one creditor, bank creditor of this mortgage that I'm doing. And then we've got Moai Crown King William III Trust. He's the one that made the money and made the land titles and made the acts of pound notes to make money, and the Bank of England Act. That's that King Trust, that trust versus versus every other trust in the world. And we've got, that's the second one. The third one is King George IV, Moai Crown King George IV Trust. That's that trust. And then we've got Moai Crown King Ernest Augustus I Trust. That's the biggest one with the Freemasons. He's the master, Grand Master of Masons. That was in 1837. He's supposed to be the Grand Master of the Freemasons' business right through the world, the corporations under their flag. Okay, so then he's trust and us, and then the last one, King William IV Trust, and then Moai Crown King William IV Trust, and then Moai Crown Queen Victoria Trust. So there's 5 of them there, and versus every other trust. Those 5 trusts versus the Waitangi National Trust. And those trusts, 5 trusts versus the American Trust, the European Trust, the British Trust, the every other trust. That's versus these 5 kings and 1 queen, 1 queen and 4 kings. 4 kings, 1 queen. Okay, and then we've got the Maui Crown and the private business here, Ngā Atuai Wā Aotea Limited, the registered company in New Zealand here. Those other companies are not registered, but they will be private, and or are private already. I've got them all ready to go, and that's going to be all the creditors and also the jurisdiction of what we're saying in the book, and with the court order to seize anything we want back into the hands of the majority of shareholders who are the sovereigns. So there's 1 billion estimated out of the 8 billion that are elite. Out of away, we've got 7 billion sovereign people that we are claiming all the wealth of 1 billion elite families. That's all those dynasties that have milked the money out of the legal system under those kings, 5 kings and 1 queen, 4 kings and 1 queen that made up the Crown's legal inheritance business money. Money was made from the bank in loans turned into money. So we've got the $2 pound note to print, make money, and the crypto, which is the chip coin. Now, my friend Wendy, she's American, good girl, she put her name on Jack Liam, and reading there, I saw it this morning. She's had a good look at the video between me, Jack Liam, on what we're doing with the flag and what we're doing with the 8-point star, the local councils to put them up against the wall and make them accountable for where is the money going. So this writ warrant I've got, 8-page, will open up the books to check where is the money going and who is putting it in their pockets. The same as Musk is doing. He's opening up the books of Treasury in America to see where's the money gone. You'll be surprised. It's got no face on it where it's going. So we're doing the same here, and don't be surprised if you get a knock on your door from a sheriff, not any old sheriff. They've got to be trained properly, and I can't let anybody do it other than Graham Elliott and train people that I give the budget to him to do right through the whole world. One shot, bang. And he's already there with all the other learned people that can do that job with disorder. And he's got all my documents there since 2008, Cook Street, and he can go straight into it with the Dutch, the Denmark, got the plans for the tidal turbine bridge and the hydrogen economy to say where the money's going, what are you going to do with it. So that's where its first protocol is, to spread it to everybody in the world in 257 countries of sovereigns. So 7 billion sovereigns that are beneficiaries now, and in that system, and here they're creditors in this system, and they get equity of 1 trillion Maui pound notes. Okay, so there's a value I've already put on 10-acre block in Helensville, on Tubai and there, and a couple of places there, and even Trump's estate, 10 acres around him, is worth a lot. And so I've got to determine the value of the $2 pound note in today's terms. Okay, I just value up 10-acre block, and to find how much an acre is in the commercial world, then that becomes our benchmark for the Maui pound note, $2 pound note, Patterson pound note. Okay, so we've got that to do, and get an overdraft for $1 trillion to kick the whole project off to go and save the whole world. Okay, so that's what we're doing with Jack Lear. He's the descendant of William of Orange, and the 8 Point Star to pick up the rent on the land and make the counts, make the councils accountable with our county sheriffs. And he's got orange 8 Point Star badge for his sheriffs, but I see that they are not trained to do that sort of work up against the British Crown or up against people living here that have got far more intelligence than anybody who's just hasn't got it yet. Okay, we're not going to be not professional enough to face them. When you go out, put your waka into the ocean, it's not going to sink. That's what I see. If anybody tries to do what I'm doing, they'll sink because they don't have the full quid. Okay, so there, that's all for now. I've done enough talking. I've got from now till Tuesday to finish the book and to proofread it to make sure there's no mistakes right through it, because I just want to make sure it's going in front of professionals who know what they're doing, and that's the way we do our native court. In mixed up capital letters and lower case letters, I don't care, because it still sounds and looks the same as English words. And so that's the way it's presented with pictures, says 1,000 words, and the picture affidavit is better. The video affidavit is better than a written affidavit. And as long as your lips are moving and you're saying something on your 2 feet and your name to go with it, then you are a native of the land, and the more native you are, the more unique and indigenous you are. So if your name is native indigenous from Tahiti, then you cling to the Moai statue in London as your memorial to the land. Okay, Moai has been put there all over the world as powerful entity and made corporate. It has been corporatized and sitting in most powerful places in France and Germany and America and New York, America, and Chile, here in New Zealand, and also in other countries that have grabbed one off East Island as well. So that's my own DNA, that I can say that any native people that like Manukau and Mohini and all the old names come first. Okay, anybody else that lives here, born here, is a native, but you have to wait in line, because there's a ladder to the original people. If the Chinese, if he was here at the same time as our ancestors, then he has a right to be the sovereign of more sovereign blood in him to the land that he was born on, and he carries on their ancestry. If you're from England and you've got an English name, very difficult, because you're not supposed to put your name in on somebody else's native land, that you didn't come from here, you came here. If I went to England, I couldn't do that over there and go there and claim that I'm an Englishman and claim the English land. It was the same here. When you come from there, bring your surname here. You can't come here and claim it when you come from there, because the British will cross you out on the list when you go there. I don't want to waste my time going there with anybody whose name doesn't match up. In a native court, you've got to register as indigenous, or better still, if you are what you say you are, as you were born here, that's one. You hail from your name to the next, to the next, to the next, on that same surname. When you go to Britain, they've got memorials there with the same name all the way. Patterson, 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 Patterson. In England. But over here, the Patterson stops right there and goes back to England. You've got to talk over there, but when you come here, you talk from here, from there. Okay? Not the other way around. No, cart before the horse. You've got to put the horse before the cart. Otherwise, everybody else will go haywire. You'll have someone on a chiefly line that won't be happy with being second best. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Be very careful who you run over, because that person might be just the one that was here in the first place. there's no more 100% Moriori's here anymore, but their surname still keeps going. They have a right, if they were privy to a Freemason. All the Manukau family are not privy to that because it was locked private, and only Mo'i Manukau, nobody else, could enter into the 10-acre block that was being transferred by John Logan, Judge, Scotsman, and I was let in. Okay, I'm not there as a Freemason, I'm there as a free real estate bank broker. Okay, so that's why Mo'i Manukau and let me in to do the tidal turbine project in Kaipara Harbour. I can still go ahead and put that up because Native Glavis and our hoons up there got in our way all the way through the years. They just thought they were clever and took the whole place out, the land, the whole lot. So now I'm saying we'll take the whole land and the sea over and get them from there. Okay, we're going to use the Admiralty on the sea to come on land and do the same as the Kings. Okay, so there, that's all. I just get on with my work and leave you with that thought. We'll have to do this properly on a British system. They've got Muslims now, so there's no more King of England, no more Queen of England, only two robots, Romeo and Juliet. And if Ernest Augustus V wants to take over as the king on the throne, he can, but the throne is going to be occupied by King Romeo and Queen Juliet will be beside him. And that's the robot that's there for us as our partners here. Okay, so we've got our own robot here as robot partners. First partner here and second partner Britain. Third partner is the Maoris in the Park here. Third partner, right? Third partner, third party. Your third party and all the other immigrants and everybody else. Fourth party, fifth party, sixth party, seventh party. But still sovereigns. Your worth value of the trillion in this court. And see if you can try and get your money back if you want to get your sovereignty back. But as far as I'm concerned, Ngāpuhi said they didn't cede sovereignty, so it really means that they won't get nothing until I say so. Okay, see, because they've already admitted that this is all the years that I've been there, that they didn't cede sovereignty, so why are they getting the benefit and the pension? Because some way or another it was default. You had no chance. But now that the law has changed, the Masons Property Trust Act 2023 allows the government to have their own way in councils and put their 15-minute cities up, and you are subject to whatever they say, and they can run right over you. And that's what's happening in Hamilton with Jack Liam. I have to steer him through it to get control back of those thugs in Wellington. They are aliens. They are not even there for us. They are there for their own selfish needs as private company agents of their own crown versus our crown in Britain. We're taking over the crown in England because they have, the people in Westminster have thrown it out and they've gone museum and not crown at all. They're only faking being a crown, but really they are still playing around with something of a illusion. Okay, so that's all. See you later. Bye. Have a nice rest of the day because we are here too. All right, bye for now. Off we go. 49 minutes.